What are you most grateful for? I could write a book on what I'm most grateful for. I am grateful that I am here to see my great-grandchildren, and in this age of the phones and things that you can see them and talk to them, listen to them, it's just wonderful. I am so grateful. What advice would you give to young people today? I think whatever you do in life, you have to be happy doing it, and you have to try and help other people, and that makes you happy. What does your faith mean to you? My faith means everything to me. It has changed my life completely. I'm a different person to whom I used to be because I became a Catholic after my husband died. Father Curry, who was the priest here then, he used to come around after Mass about 8:30 every Saturday night and have a cup of tea with me just to see how I was getting on. And that meant a lot to me. And then I met the nuns that were here, Sister Helen and Frances, who really changed my life. What makes you laugh? Oh, lots of things make me laugh. My little great-grandson, he's 6 now, I think, but he's got the most beautiful little personality. He asks so many questions. He always knows what's going on because he asks about it. I just like to be happy, and I like to make others happy. I'm always saying if I'm 82 and I can't crack a joke with someone and make them smile or laugh, there's something wrong. What am I looking forward to? I'm looking forward to more great-grandchildren because Sandra's 2 girls haven't started yet, and I'm looking forward to seeing them and hoping I last that long, which I'm sure I will. How do I pray? I just sit down and give thanks for things. Nothing very spiritual in it, I don't suppose, but that's important. What are the most important lessons you've learned in life? Oh, my father left my mother when my sister and I, well, she wouldn't have been born when he left her, I don't think. I think he must have paid a visit home. But anyway, and I'm 5 years older than her, and we lived with our grandmother, who was the most beautiful old woman. She was always helping out other people, and she'd take in people and help them, and I think I learnt a lot of her. But then my mother too, who I didn't get on with all the time, but when she died, and I thought about it, in those days you never got anything for being left with 2 children like you are today. And she worked bloody hard on her hands and knees. She used to work at the hospital. And she scrubbed those nurses, well they're not there now, but the nurses' quarters, on her hands and knees, and paid for it later with bad knees, could hardly walk. She cooked in hotels. She did so much to keep us, yeah. And we didn't want for anything. And I didn't realise a lot of that till it was too late, which I'm very sorry about. If you had another chance, what would you do differently? I don't think I'd do anything differently. I've got a beautiful family. My husband died too young, but that's not me. I don't know that I'd do much differently to what I've done. What is the meaning of life? When I was at Melia Lodge last, when I was having radiation, I don't know if it was the radiation or chemo, I was having both anyway, and I stayed at Lilia Lodge in Wagga, and used to have to go on the bus to have it. And you know, when I left there, all the people who left just before me wrote me a letter thanking me for making their stay there so good. This is not blowing my own trumpet because I never even realised. And they said how nice it was to be greeted by a lovely smile each morning. And when I left over there, all the staff met and said goodbye to me. And even the cleaner, he yelled out, wait on, and he come running down and gave me a big hug. And I didn't do anything, I just smiled. I suppose, and were nice to these people. So to me, that's the meaning of life. What do you look forward to each day? Oh, just greeting each day, I suppose, and being thankful that I'm here to greet it. What is the secret to lasting happiness? I'm a believer in what you give out is what you get back. You can't get around glum all the time and making everyone else glum. I think if you can be happy and try to make others happy, you're doing all right. And you'd often think the world's going bad, but there's beautiful people in it. And I often think of people who have passed through my life and make such a difference to it. What is love? This is very hard to describe. To me, love is unconditional because there's nothing I wouldn't do for my children. And I'm pretty well sure that they feel the same. They have been so good to me, so supportive to me. Beautiful family I have. And I couldn't ask for anything more. It wasn't that bad. We're making videos in here. If you stay in here, you might get included.